and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jeanette Clegg, better known on Instagram and Facebook as Crafty Cleggs. If you've subscribed to my channel already, then you'll know that I've been going through a little bit of an issue with my health. I went back to the hospital on Wednesday of last week to get my results. My husband came with me, so I wasn't by myself. They examined the wound and was more than happy with the way it was healing, and then told me that they'd managed to remove all the cancer. So now my breast is cancer free, which is just, well, it was just fantastic. I was just on a high. I don't have to have chemotherapy. Well, when I say unfortunately, this is the best of both, I think. I have to have a course of radiotherapy. And I'm not sure when that's going to start yet, as they're going to send me that appointment in the post. It's going to be a 3-week course with weekends off. The side effects with that are quite minimum, really. I think the worst that you can hope for is that you feel tired all the time. It can make you feel nauseous, but they told me to tell them straight away if that's the case, because they can give me something that can counteract that. But to be fair, if that's all I've got to go through, being tired for a few weeks and feeling a little bit sickly, then that's fine with me. Other than that, really, there's nothing at all to tell you about my health issues, only it's almost over. And if anybody's going to get any kind of cancer, then in my opinion, that was the best for me to get. Within a month, I was diagnosed and it's gone. So really, that's all there is to say about that, and I'll let you know how I get on with my radiotherapy. In the meantime, I've got a few things that I want to show you that I've finished. The first thing I want to show you, I don't know if you remember, my granddaughter wanted me to make a dog. Well, the dog is now finished. The Dozy dog, it's called. Now, I'm not, as you probably can tell, I'm not very good with editing and adding links and things like that at the moment. I am learning more the more I go on. So if I can learn how to get the links and put them in the description below, the bar below, if that's what they say, I will try and do that for you. But if there's none there, please bear with me, because like I said, I am learning and I will eventually be able to do them kind of things. The more I do it, the more I'm learning. But for the time being, I will show you the dog. I hope she likes it. She's waited long enough for it, I must admit. So I'm really pleased with it. Whether she'll be or not, I don't know. I might have to actually move back to let you see this. So this is the Dozy dog. I think it's turned out rather well. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be, actually. I love its little ears. It's just cute, and I think it's just like a little cushion, a little throw, or a cuddly, or whatever you want to call it. I think Grace is my eldest granddaughter. I think she's going to put it on her bed. So yeah, I got that finished off, not last night, the night before. So hopefully I'm hoping that they're going to call today. They said they might call later, so that'll be here for her. It's plain on the back. It's nice and plain on the back, nothing fancy. And then that's the front. It's gorgeous, isn't it? So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. Like you all know, I like working with felt because you make mistakes and nobody can see it really, which is, in my eyes, is brilliant. And the next thing that I was making, I think I showed this to you maybe on vlog 2, I can't remember which one it was. Anyway, I've finished him and I've named him Stuart Little. This is from, again, I'll put the link in the box below if I can do it. And this is from Little Cotton Rabbits. Again, is that not just the cutest thing? It reminds me very much of Stuart Little out of the film Stuart Little, doesn't it? Look at his tail at the back coming out of his pants. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I think I will be making another one of these. I really enjoyed making it. The only thing is, and I was really upset about it because I'd only noticed the mistake that I'd made when I'd finished it and I was dressing him, but on the ragland where you decrease down here, I did, I don't know if you can see there, can you get that on camera? I did one stitch out, can you see it there? Just that one there. And by the time I noticed it, it was dressed. And so I'm looking for a little mouse button or a cat button that I could perhaps stick there. But I thought I'm not unpicking it now, because I'd sewn up the sweater, I'd put it on, and I'd only just noticed it. So, but yeah, that's little cotton rabbits, and that's the mouse. Lovely, isn't it? I don't know as if I've told any of you, but I am hoping to open a little Etsy shop, just because, and again, you all know I make so many things, and I'm really into making bags at the moment, and I love patchwork, and there's only so many I can make. So I've been doing some prototypes of what I think I might want to put in my Etsy shop, and this is one of them that I've made. It was a free pattern, and again, I'll put the link in the box at the bottom if I can find it. It was a free pattern that I downloaded. Actually, I think I watched it on YouTube, and the pattern was on YouTube. I think I know how to do that link, so you'll probably get this one. And so I've tried this out in my most favourite fabric, and I'm really pleased with this one. So this one is going to go in my shop. I'm going to put this one up for sale. But I'm struggling with pricing, because I'm new to all this. I really don't know what is, you know, I'll have to look into the pricing. Anyway, enough of that. But this is the bag that I've done. Again, I don't know if you can see that. I absolutely love this fabric. I think this fabric is Riley Blake. And it's just the changing of the guards, and so it's one of those bags that has got it's a drawstring, but you can cinch it in at the top. Sorry if you can hear the motorbikes going by, I've got the window open, I'll wait till we move. A bit noisy, aren't they? Yeah, you can cinch it in at the top, and it's got drawstrings, and I've done the little tulip decorative drawstring ends. But once, it's good if you're taking your project on the go, because you can completely close it up, pop your drawstrings in there like that, push it down, let me just push it down, and then it just looks like a little tote bag. But I just really like it. I think it's a really good. So yeah, so that's one of the things that I'm hoping to put in my shop. If you've got any you know, requests or anything you quite fancy me making, or you've got any, you know, any comments on this, if I can do it better, put a pocket in, whatever you think might be better, please do comment and let me know. I'm always happy to have some feedback. Anyway, so that's the bag that I've just made. Oh, so last time I showed you a scarf that I'd made while I was going through all my, I'd gone to the hospital and I had to have all the tests and mammograms and biopsies and one thing and another, and I took some very plain vanilla knitting with me. I don't know if you remember, it was the chill dry scarf. I think I'm pronouncing that right, I'm not sure. Anyway, I managed to block it. I've blocked it, and it is a lot bigger now. It measures what it's supposed to measure. And it is really nice. I'm really pleased with that. It's just good for covering up. I've got a horrendous neck, horrendous wrinkles on my neck. My mum used to say every wrinkle tells a story. Well, gosh, these wrinkles are that big, that's one long story. But they're good for the winter, for under your coat, aren't they? Doesn't that look nice? I'm really pleased with it. So yeah, I was glad that I didn't end up giving it to, I know it sounds awful, but I'm glad I didn't end up giving it to Lola, because, well, I'd have been really upset, because I really liked it and it's a really nice yarn. So yeah, that was blocked as well, so that's that one. What else is there? Oh yeah, I don't know if you remember me telling you that Timothy bought me one of the sheepies pack for me as part of my wedding anniversary present in February. He treated himself, my husband now, maybe About 2 months ago. He's due to retire soon, my husband, and I think he's finding himself something to do, basically, finding himself things to fill his time. So he treated himself to a drone. Oh, the kids and are like, oh, for God's sake, Dad, what are you doing? But he seems to really enjoy it, and you know, it's not doing anybody any harm. So over the past, not this weekend because the weather's been really bad, but last weekend, over Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we went up to, there's a really quiet little quarry not far from us where a lot of people walk the dogs in the morning. So we got up quite early every morning and we went, and he did a little bit of droning. If I can get him to give me some of that footage, I will put a little bit on just so you can see what I had to endure for an hour and a half, 3 mornings on the run. And you'll see why I managed to crochet as much as I did on my rainbow shawl. I've done the first half, wait there and I'll get it for you. I've done the first half and I absolutely love it. The colours are just gorgeous. So I'll have to stand up to show you this. I've done the first half. So they are, I mean, you can't really get the full size of it on the camera. But the colours are absolutely gorgeous. Can you see? And it was another one of those vanilla crocheting. There was nothing to think about. And I did that over 3 mornings for an hour and a half every morning, going droning with my husband, Timothy. Which, you know, I didn't mind. He at the end of the day, he's really good to me. He takes me to Black Sheep yarns. He'll take me anywhere I want to go. He'd take me anywhere I want to go for a ride out. He's always coming to the fabric shop with me. And so, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to do a little bit of what they want to do, haven't you? It's all about give and take. I have also been doing, I don't know if any of you follow Soul Sweet Violet, Jules from Soul Sweet Violet. She did a daily blog, I think it was every day in July, and towards the end of her vlog she sort of come up with this idea that she wanted to make dishcloths. So I bought the pattern and downloaded it from her, and it's the Wondrous, I can't say it, the Wondrous dishcloth. Can you see that? And again, it's done in cotton, it's done in sheepy's cotton, the Katona. They do them in different sizes. I think the Katona, they do them in 10 gram balls, 25 gram balls and 50 gram balls. And I think Jules said that out of a 25 gram ball you can get a washcloth. So hopefully out of 2, out of 50 gram ball you'll be able to get 2. I mean, to be fair, it's taken me a while to do this. Tim said to me the other day, he said, that's taking you forever to do. But I've never ever been able to master the magic loop. And I was really keen on doing these dishcloths because I'm loving the fact that, you know, you can make your own dishcloths, there's no plastic used. I just love the idea of making things and using them. So it's taken me a while because I had to master the magic loop, which I have eventually, and I have to say, now I've done it, I love it. I can't understand why nobody would use this, to do socks, things like this. Anyway, this is one of Jules's dishcloths, the Wondrous dishcloth. I've got another 2 rows repeat, and then I'm ready to cast off. It's not perfect. It isn't perfect by far. I mean, my stitching at the back is a bit untidy, and I think I have gone wrong in a couple of places. You can see down here, it's a bit holy. I haven't dropped a stitch, but I think I don't know what that's caused with. But anyway, you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? And I am really pleased with it. I really like it, and I've got quite a lot of the Katona yarn, the sheepy's Katona yarn. So, and you know, the good idea for things like, well, little birthday gifts, Christmas gifts. Jules from Soul Sweet Violet at the end also did a little tutorial on how to make organic hand balms, which again, I've got all the ingredients for it. It's only 3 ingredients, and it's quite a good tutorial. She's really kindly shared it with everybody. So I did get some of the ingredients. I haven't done it yet. I am going to have a go, but I thought, what a nice gift, you know, like for Christmas or for friends' birthdays and things like that, to just do like a few of these washcloths and make some nice hand balms. I just, you know, I love making homemade gifts. I don't know, it just means so much more to me when somebody makes me something and gives it me, because they've obviously had to take time to, well, sit down, make it, think about it, collect the materials or the ingredients, and I don't know, I just really, really appreciate things like that. I don't know if you've noticed in the back, there's some changes going on in my craft room at the moment. I'm trying to make it, my craft room was really nice, but it was just, it's a nice size room, and I will show you around it. I will take you on a little tour of my craft room when I've got it a little bit more organised. But the little bit that you can see is the only bit that's not chaotic, really, and that doesn't look particularly neat and tidy. But there is different things happening in the craft room at the moment. My husband's put me some nice shelves up, so because I've made quite a lot of things that I like myself and that I've done for me, that I wanted to display, and I had nowhere to put them. They were sort of all crammed together on shelves and windowsills, and you just really couldn't see them. And so we are slowly getting more shelves. I'm making it more of I'm trying to make it more of a nicer place to be. I mean, it's a nice place for me to be, don't get me wrong, I love my craft room, but just a little bit more relaxed, that's all. What else has been going on? Really, nothing at all. I've been out and seen my son. I went down to spend some time with my son at his house. Not yesterday, the day before, which was nice. I had a couple of hours with him. We went out for a little ride just to get some yarn. We had coffee, so that was nice catching up with him. I have been to work. I went to work last Wednesday. Not to work, I just went to, we have a knitting group at our shop every Wednesday night, so I went there and just to get out the house. That was just nice. And I don't know yet whether it's the right thing to do, but I have told my boss that I want to go back to work next Tuesday. I know that it said that I needed 6 to 8 weeks off, but I've already been off 3 weeks, and it's driving me mad. I mean, there's always something to do at home, don't get me wrong, and I guess if money wasn't a problem, then I would stay at home because I'd craft, I'd stock my little shop, I'd do all sorts. I could always find something to do. But unfortunately, when you want to do all these things, it takes money. And whilst Tim is really, really good with me, he lets me have more or less anything I want, well, within reason, you know, I am a little bit of an independent person and I like to look after myself. So I'm going to go back to work on Tuesday. Just, I don't know, see how I feel. And Angela I'm so lucky with Angela. She's a really, really, really good boss. We get on really well. She's not only my boss, but she's my friend as well. And I know that if it's too much for me, she won't have a problem if I say, look, you know, I need another couple of weeks off. It's not going to be a problem. And that's it. Got nothing else to tell you. So I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to go down and probably start Sunday lunch now. I don't know if my grandchildren and my stepson and his wife are coming round, Catherine and Robert, to see us later. They said they might call in. But other than that, I'm going to just have a relaxing afternoon. Nice to see you all, and thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed these videos, please press subscribe and ring that little bell. And also, if you've got any comments or anything that you'd like to see, or anything that I could perhaps do right or wrong again, I'm always open for suggestions. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.